Now this point, whatever I have written on that left side portion, this definition should be this information should be clear for all of us before starting the steam table problems. So what is these informations and why they are important to us? Afterwards you people will understand these factors, why they are important. But from now on we are going to use this term very frequently. That's why what are they actually, that should be make it clear from the beginning. Okay, first coming with saturated state. Saturated state means state, you know that every substance, it can exist in three states. So it can be liquid, solid, gas, semi-solid, plastic, however it is. Mainly three states are there. So saturated state means a state at which phase change begins or ends. Just this much. I am repeating, or I can write the definition like this way. A state at which phase change begins or ends. Begins or ends. So like saturated, if it is saturated liquid state, if I consider that suppose the water is being going to be phase change operation from liquid state to gaseous state, that point of time, if the water is resting at the liquid saturated state, what does this mean? That means while it is resting on liquid saturated state, that point of time the phase change from water to liquid, from ice to liquid, that means the solid state of water to the liquid state of water, it has been ended. Or you also can consider that it is a state point, if the liquid saturated state is I am talking about, then it can be also defined like this. Then the water, it can start its phase change operation from liquid state to gaseous state. That means at that particular liquid saturated state condition, it can be a beginning of a phase change operation, that means from liquid state to gaseous state, or it can be an end point of the phase change operation, like it can be solid state to liquid state. So if I put that example like this manner, that suppose liquid saturation state I am talking about, liquid saturated state, in short form I am writing. So it can be defined in two ways. One way is that from, suppose if it is beginning as phase change, then it can be from liquid to vapor going to start, that means the beginning point. If you want to clarify it like ending, then it can be also that ice, or rather say ice, it has been converted to water. I am talking for water here, taking an example as for water, that water is in liquid saturated state. So it can be defined that water is going to be going to start its phase change operation from liquid state to vapor state. It just going to begin, or it can be defined as well as like water has ended a phase change operation from ice to water. So it can be defined the phase change is beginning or ends, just going to begin or just has ended. Both the ways it can be defined. So that is a saturated state, a state at which phase change begins or ends, शुरू होने जा रहा है या खत्म हुआ है. That is that particular state point. Okay, so that particular state point, if it is defining it is a phase change ended or phase change is going to begin, that is saturated state. So that way it can be liquid saturated state, also it can be a gaseous saturated state if it is. Then from gaseous saturated state you can find if it is going to be begin, that means from gas to liquid conversion phase change is going to be occur, from gas to liquid, like condensation. Or if we consider ending, then liquid to vapor, it has been ended the phase change operation. So that way saturated state can be a liquid saturated state, it also can be a vapor saturated state. Okay, now going to define what is phase. Phase is a substance can be found in three different physical states, that is solid, liquid and gas. That we know. I told several times, a substance can be found in three different physical states. A substance can be found in three different physical states. What are they? They are solid, liquid and gas. Okay, then coming to saturation temperature. So at saturated state, what is the temperature of that particular state? That is saturation temperature, nothing else. So I can write temperature, I am writing in short, temperature at which phase change, that is I can write an example also, liquid to vapor, begins or ends in the same fashion, like this, begins or ends at a given pressure. This is a very important one, at a given or specified pressure. That means pressure is a important parameter over here. So if we increase or decrease the pressure, obviously that saturation temperature will increase or decrease. And you know that concept is being introduced for case of a pressure cooker. Inside the pressure cooker we have increased the pressure intentionally, by which you have changed the saturation temperature of water. If we increase the pressure, the saturation temperature of the water also has been increased. So the water will be getting boiled more than 100 degrees centigrade temperature now. If it is at normal ATM pressure, then the liquid to vapor for water, it is 99.6 degrees centigrade, approximately 100 degrees centigrade. Now if we increase the pressure inside a pressure cooker, then obviously the temperature needed for liquid to vapor conversion for water, it will be kind of 120 degree, it can be 130 degree. At high temperature it starts its phase change. So obviously if the temperature is higher, then the cooking or the boiling of rest of the items inside the pressure cooker, it will be much more easier. So it will take less time to getting boiled. Okay, So that way the saturation temperature is the temperature at which the phase change, it can be liquid to vapor, it can be vapor to liquid, it can be solid to vapor, solid to liquid, not to solid to vapor, it's a different thing. So temperature at which phase change is occurring, it can be beginning of the phase change, or it can be ending of the phase change. That temperature will be known as saturation pressure, saturation temperature, and it always should be remembered, it is dependent on the pressure. Depending on pressure, the saturation temperature can be higher or lower. Okay, now coming to the saturation pressure, the same kind of definition will be copied here also. It is the pressure at which phase change will be same kind of definition. Phase change, same kind of definition can be expected for this. Pressure at which phase change like liquid to vapor begins or ends, and obviously the depending parameter at a given temperature. So the pressure and temperature both are very important for a phase change operation. Okay, so that way I can write that for saturation temperature, I can write that T saturation is nothing but a function of pressure. So I can write T saturation pressure. What does this mean? That means T saturation is a function of pressure, as well as I can write here that saturation pressure, that means P sat, saturation pressure, is also a function of temperature. These two conclusions we can draw from here, that saturation temperature is a function of pressure and saturation pressure is a function of temperature. Then coming to saturated liquid. Saturated liquid, I can write like this way, it is the substance at saturation temperature which is fully liquid. That means there is no vapor part at all. The whole substance is in liquid form. So I can write in this form, it is the substance at T sat, that means saturation temperature, which is fully liquid. What does this mean? That means there is no vapor at all. It is the substance at saturation temperature which is fully liquid, that is saturated liquid. There is no vapor part at all. As well as you can consider there is no other substances. It is in a completely one phase substance. It is in liquid form. Okay, now saturated vapor also can be defined like the same manner, that it is the substance at T sat or saturation temperature which is fully vapor. Fully vapor means there is no liquid at all. No liquid is there. It's a complete vapor. That is known as saturated vapor. Like if we cross the boundary of saturated vapor condition, it will be a kind of mixture state. Similarly, if you just cross the saturated liquid boundary, similarly after crossing the saturated liquid, you are moving to the saturated vapor zone. Then intermediate zone will be a kind of mixture of liquid and vapor. Okay, similarly if we cross the saturated vapor boundary and moving to the saturated liquid zone, then the intermediate zone will be a kind of mixture of liquid and vapor. But particularly in saturated liquid zone and saturated vapor zone, it's the one phase substance. If it is a saturated liquid, then no other phase is existing there. It is completely liquid. If it is saturated vapor, it's complete vapor, fully gas. No other state is, no other phase is there. Now coming to subcooled liquid. Subcooled liquid, what is that? If the temperature of liquid is less than its saturation temperature, I can write like this: if the temperature of liquid, I can write it like T is less than the T sat, that means saturation temperature, then the liquid is known as subcooled liquid. What does this mean? That means if we lower down the temperature of that particular liquid less than the saturated liquid temperature, that means Tsat liquid से भी नीचे, if you pull down the temperature of that liquid, then it is known as subcooled liquid. Okay, if the temperature of liquid less than its saturation temperature. Okay, or rather say if the temperature of liquid is less than its saturated liquid temperature, Tsat for liquid, then that liquid is known as subcooled liquid. And last one is superheated vapor. Superheated vapor is nothing but the temperature of vapor if it is greater than its saturation temperature. Just like the subcooled liquid, just we are switching to the vapor. Like if the temperature of vapor, that is considered capital T is greater than its Tsat, that means saturated vapor temperature. If the temperature of vapor, that is T, is greater than its saturation temperature, that is Tsat, then the vapor is called as superheated vapor. That means if we increase the temperature of vapor higher than its saturation temperature, that means this temperature, saturated vapor temperature, if you raise the temperature above than that, then the vapor is known as superheated vapor. Okay, so if we lower down the temperature than the saturation temperature of any liquid, then it is known as subcooled liquid. And if you raise the temperature of vapor higher than the saturated vapor temperature, then it is known as superheated vapor. So those definition will be very needed when you are going to solve problems dealing with steam table. Okay, so next we are going to express what are the different graphical representation for a pure substance like water. Next, moving on to that part.